Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Not That Complicated. It's Tasia.
Jametra.
And Morgan.
Woo-hoo. All right. So, if you haven't noticed by today's title, we're going to be talking about traveling, girls' trips, maybe throw some little anecdotes. It just depends on how our timing's going. But yeah, so everything you want to know about traveling with friends, any traveling tips, girls' trips, the kind of trips you like to take with your friends, turn-up trips, chill trips, anything, all that. But if you're new, we like to start off all of our episodes with the lows and the highs of the week. So, would you guys like to kick it off with your low of the week?
Okay, I'll go first. My low this week is just having to explain my blackness to an old white lady. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I was scolded and told how they understand oppression because they're Italian and how Black people need to make better decisions so that they can be in better places in life. And I was trying to explain to her how all of that doesn't work because of the system that we're in, but it just fell on deaf ears. And that was, I was pretty mad the whole day. I was mad all day. Anytime I looked at her, I was like, is she slow? And I have not said a word to her since then. And I will keep it that way. We can never talk again.
Never.
No.
I do not blame you. I do not blame you at all. Morgan?
I would say my low of the week was just being like super busy last week. Like I had so much to do and so much to wrap up for work. So that wasn't really cool, but other than that, things were going pretty well. I'll come back for my high. But yeah, that was my low.
Please.
Adult life.
So all I pretty much heard was she lazy.
Ma'am, this was not a speaking response, okay? Thank you.
Ooh.
Next.
But excuse
Next
me.
Next caller.
So my low was that my mom left Dallas, Texas. She had been here since March. So I was quite emotional. It was a sad moment in my little life. She left cute little notes. These are actually what these are behind me. She left them in different spots of my apartment. And I just sort of like being ratchet and just leaving them in those areas because that's a little dirty. Just put them in one area. So whenever I missed her, I could just look back and read them. And then also we've been FaceTiming nonstop. So, I mean, it's basically like she's still here. So, yeah, that was my low. On to the highs. Okay, so I guess since I ended, I'll go back. My high was that I sat down and wrote out all of my July goals. And then I also did the last 6 months of like my intentions and goals. And then also the last 6 months of the year. And then I also did a 5-year plan. So that
5-year plan? What's your 5-year plan?
These people don't need to know that. No, I'm kidding. They're not going to be plotting on my downfall. I can tell y'all, but they're not about to be plotting on my downfall.
Jeez.
You can't see too much before you start doing stuff. They're going to be, I'm thinking they sending good prayers over here. Man, I hope that bitch fails. I hope she fails. I'm just like,
okay.
They be cussing in their prayer.
You never know these days. I saw someone cussing their prayer online.
These new wave Christians, child. I don't know.
You just never know. So.
What about you, Morgan? You go next, and then I'll go last.
Okay. My high is just that I get to chill out for the week. I get to relax. I have like absolutely no responsibilities this week. And that, my friends, chef's kiss, like, wow. That's really what I needed, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So even more, she's lazy. That's what I heard.
Your commentary was neither needed or necessary. Just take your turn and keep it pushing. Drink your water and mind your business. Thank you.
Excusez-moi.
Ooh, okay, Miss Twitter esthetician. Drink your water and mind your business.
My high was I took those things out of my hair, and I've been back wearing my curly hair like I like it. Today it doesn't look that good because it's still new, but tomorrow it's gonna look really cute. And I just felt like my hair looked cute all week. So that was my high. I feel the best when my hair looks cute.
Shouldn't your high have been you were giving those people that you matched with the chance from last week, like you said? Since it's a call and response these days, since that's what we're doing now. I just want to say that.
Well, that's a great segue.
Well,
the giggles mean no. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibes.
Listen, I did message a few people a couple of times, but nothing really just was like working for me. It was just like, okay, nobody that I wanted to really keep talking to. You know? So, this is... That's not good enough for y'all?
I don't know if I would leave that.
What? I did get on it a few times last week.
I just don't
talk to people.
Like who?
Huh?
Like who? Huh? Huh?
If you can you can hear.
If I say their name, you ain't gonna know them.
You sound like you talking to your mama about the college friends you never met. We don't know who I'm talking about. Girl.
Yeah. You don't need to get into all the details, Mom.
That's
You're asking too many questions.
Okay,
that part
doesn't
to
the story.
Right.
We'll get back on your case later. But
We will.
So how about this? We just go through, we find 3 people on Bumble, and then I message them. And then that'll be the end of that. All right.
But we won't be able to hold you accountable unless they've already swiped right.
Oh, because okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna match with 3 people on Bumble and send 3 messages today.
Gotcha.
As long as it don't take too long, because we're sticking
like
to
you need to be on this podcast to be doing what you're supposed to be doing by yourself.
No, okay, because I wasn't on Bumble, I was on Hinge because I feel like I would throw up to message people. Okay, I'm being dramatic, but it's really just I don't know what to say. Because I don't respond to boys who. I don't respond to people who say that to me. Okay, well, I guess I might respond to a how are you, but for the most part, what I would say is something I would not respond to. I just don't.
Yeah.
So let's just get
annoying.
Let's just get this started.
Well, actually, before you start, I forgot.
We gotta do
pop culture. Do you guys have one? Because I got a tweet ready.
You got your tweet. Well, you go first.
Wait.
I saw it earlier this week, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be perfect."
Okay, my pop culture. Okay, go.
Okay. This is gonna be quick. So there's this picture of this little boy. Looks like he got like beat up or something. He has like marks on his eyes and on his shoulder. And the caption says, "You teach your son not to hit girls, but this girl at school keeps beating him up. So question, what should he do?" So then someone quote retweeted and was like, "Y'all better teach y'all daughters to keep their hands off of boys because I'll be teaching my son to defend himself. Do with that info as you please." And I was just like, oh, okay. So what like sparked my like, interesting. Is okay. I feel like it's a 2-sided coin. Some people are like, no man should ever put their hands on a woman ever. Some people are like, well, if you put your hands on somebody, you should be prepared to get hit. And I'm just like, me personally, I'm more so on the side of no man should ever put their hands on a woman. But I'm not saying that a woman should also put her hands on a man. Yeah. My reasoning for saying no man should put their hands on a woman is because 9 times out of 10, they take it to the extreme. A woman could like mush them in their nose or something, and they punch the hell out of her and knock all her teeth out. That is not equal. Like, and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm defending myself." She was not posing a threat to you. All 27 of her teeth should not be on the ground. Like, come on, let's use our brains here and let's have some balance. If that's what y'all want to do, I don't think y'all should be doing that. But if that's what you're gonna do, like, if she push you, push her back. If that's, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, if that's the route that you want to go, of like, okay, you get hit, I'm gonna hit you back. Then if that's what you're gonna teach someone, then teach them that. Don't be like, she missed you on your mouth, little JJ, punch the hell out of her. No, let's not go there, please. So that was just my hot take on it.
Reciprocate that same energy. Don't take it up 10 notches, basically.
Yeah.
Please don't.
See, I'm more of a don't hit somebody unless you want to get hit back, but only because, not because I think a guy or a girl should hit them, but because I don't know how you were raised. Like you said, I don't know if you're gonna knock me out cold and I'll just be on the ground blacked out. So unless I'm hitting you because I want to fight you at this point, I'm not just gonna be hitting. And that's just how it has to go. But whatever, if you beat me up, then okay. I just don't hit nobody unless you don't want to get hit back, because you don't know what they're thinking. You don't know how they're going to respond. You don't know. We could say God shouldn't hit girls, but they do it all the time.
You're right. Every time I've purposely hit someone, I was expecting for it to go to 10. Like I never expect to hit someone and then nothing happened.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of women do. They hit the guy and then be like, you're not supposed to hit a girl, but you hit me first. Like, exactly. Yeah. So you just have to, when you hit somebody, you need to expect that you're going to get hit back.
I do agree. I do think that you should expect that. I don't think you should be living in La La Land thinking, oh, he's not going to hit me, because like you said, you don't know how these people were raised. I was just more so on the fact, like, don't be trying to justify you beating somebody up because she mushed you in the face and now she ain't got no teeth.
Okay.
That is
now
not
she
the
needs
same.
Veneers.
That is not the same. Like, let's be real. That's not the same. She pushed you and you probably didn't even stumble. And now she has no teeth.
You're right.
So yeah, that's when I read that, I was like, that made me think of how you just never know these days. People, somebody mom gonna be telling their son, knock these hoes out, hit her with them bows. Hit them bow.
Better expect that.
Like, whoa.
Well, my pop culture tidbit is how I see on social media all the things these men are willing to do for a PS5, but won't do the things otherwise. And that just doesn't sit right with my spirit, because you will do all this to get your hands on a gaming system, but not just because you have love for your girl. See,
sister.
That we don't do that here. I rebuke that demon, because there is just no way in the world. And it's like, I see all of these intricately detailed gestures that people are willing to do for this PS5, but I never see that for a random day or an anniversary or a birthday. Nothing. And then it's the same dudes that get you $5 flowers from Rouse's on their way to the date who want a PS5. Like, I step your cookies up, because that PS5 not cheap. And me and my friends, we could buy somebody a PS5. That's not the problem. No broke girl energy over here.
But I'm not buying nobody a PS5.
It's gonna be reciprocation. I'm not gonna buy you a PS5 because I like you.
No.
Facts.
No.
Facts.
If that's not the energy that was already present in the situation, don't be expecting no gaming device out of me.
I'm definitely not buying no gaming device for someone that I've been dating for a couple months. You got me all the way fucked up. The thing is like $800.
Yeah, no.
No.
Now, if you bought me a YSL bag last month, cool. But I don't see no bag. I don't see no shoes. Nothing.
No.
And a little Bath and Body Works candle, not it either.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Because you most likely got that on sale. You use your or your mama's coupon.
So for me, it's a hard pass. Y'all, like, no. Give out the energy you want, and then you'll be satisfied. And I just think men don't really get it, that, like, if you really give a girl the world, she will give you, like, the whole galaxy. They don't get that, though.
It's really not that hard.
They don't get that.
It's simple maths.
I think half of it is them not having sense, and then the other half is just them being broke. So
this is why they think we hate men.
Yeah.
Well, we do hate
newsflash. We hate trash men, and we do hate some men. So, I mean, you weren't all the way wrong with that
I
sentiment.
stand 10 toes down on all thoughts and opinions shared on this podcast. That's what it is.
It is what it is.
Do you have a pop culture, Jametra? Oh, okay.
No, I don't got one.
Well,
but I also don't want to. I don't want to do this speed swiping anymore. It's too much pressure.
Oh my gosh! Oh, so should we just change it to where we just check in on you?
Huh? What'd you say, ma'am?
You?
Yeah. I don't know what you said.
Step your cookies up.
Is accountability too much for you?
Yes.
That's my phrase for this whole podcast. Step your cookies up before they crumble.
Look, we skipping that because y'all be doing too much. Y'all need to let me be trash.
I'm sorry. Was it not just 2 podcasts?
Your idea.
2 podcasts ago that you were on here with a whole monologue on how you wanted your love life to go. That's what I heard. And now your cookies are not stepping up. They're crumbling. We don't do that over here.
You're singing a totally different tune.
Yeah. Like,
this is what happens when you read a book and you want to change your mind after you're done reading the book. She was in the mindset. She was in the mindset of knowing the conviction of a wife. And then she done with that book and she said, forget it. I'm done.
Okay, girl. She went from Portia with Cordell to Portia
without. Okay.
About
real quick.
I'm about to be the real Portia.
Period. Go naked hair, bitch.
On to the next.
She was quick to call herself the single one, but okay,
I am.
Girl, I'm single too.
Me too.
Okay, I'm gonna just make the distinguish. I don't go on dates with people.
Neither.
I'm kind of single. Didn't she just tell us? She just told us.
I don't know why she's talking.
Because I
don't need either.
What did I do?
Go on.
You were just talking about how you were planning dates and all this kind of stuff. You said somebody, like, what was it, like last week?
Y'all was ordering food and going to the park or something.
Yeah.
Next segment.
She don't want to put herself out there.
Right. I'm not the only trash one around here. Next.
Next caller.
What y'all to do better?
Y'all not about to give me caught up.
Maybe it'll come back when y'all calm down.
Okay.
Because y'all need to stop. I don't like being chastised. I don't like being criticized. You know. And y'all
do
are
what you say
both.
do. That's it. That's all we want.
I'm talking to you and not her. On to the next topic. Introduce it.
Next caller.
All right. So, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about traveling with your girlfriend group, your friends or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much really, like I said, we might have some anecdotal things in here, or we might just be giving straight up tips. It really just depends on how this conversation be flowing, because you know how we can get. But I would say the first thing to talk about is just open it up. So for the people that don't know, have you guys ever gone on a girls trip? I mean, I know the answer to this, but the people listening don't. Have you ever gone on a girls trip?
Yes, in college and out of college.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
My first like non-familial trip was. Oh wait, I got that wrong. It was a vacation, but the first trip where I went on like with a friend was a double vacation with Jatejah. Ciao.
Hello. That is me.
That trip was a lot, okay?
Yeah, that was a lot.
Every trip I've been on with Tasia has been a lot. So
maybe we should do this in the we should do this like a story time
Story time.
kind of
Okay. Yeah.
thing. All right. So since you brought in y'all vacation, how did that go? Since y'all keep saying that was a lot. How did that
well,
what happened?
well, my first non-familial trip, the vacation that went great. But the double vacation with Jatejah, I think it came about because my boyfriend at the time, his dad had a timeshare in Orlando. And we were like, I mean,
Do that
if all we have to get is the transportation, then this should be
Why the
cool.
hell
But
not?
the first breakdown came with choosing the method of transportation because nobody wanted. And I didn't understand why y'all wanted to drive 10 hours.
Well,
I feel you.
In our defense, we preferred to drive because when we got to Orlando, we figured it would be a lot harder to get transportation there. And then it ended up working out because we got screwed when we got our rental car in New Orleans anyways. So we would have gotten screwed while in Orlando. Everybody would have been pissed. So
there's Uber.
Who was about to be Uber? Orlando's not close. Like, everything's not super close.
Yeah.
So who was about to be Ubering? Dude, that's a lot of Ubering. And y'all wasn't going everywhere. Y'all went to sit in the house. So then, like,
the only time we didn't go with y'all somewhere was when y'all wanted to go to Disney World.
No,
and then y'all also went like mini golfing or something.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all didn't even come to that.
2 activities.
Exactly. And then also the first activity you didn't want to do. We had an itinerary. It wasn't like a hardcore itinerary. But we had an itinerary. Yes, we did because I made it. I made sure the Virgo and me made sure we made that. We had an itinerary. And the day we got there, I was like, oh, we're going to have like a chill day. You know, we're not going to do anything. But we should tour the resort, see what we got going on over here. Marty didn't even want to do that. She halfway went to do that.
Wait, we gotta back up. We gotta back up because y'all skipping from thing to thing. So y'all went on a vacation.
Yes, we got a rental car. Drove 10 miserable hours from Baton Rouge to Orlando in a Nissan Altima.
Yes.
With everyone's luggage,
So the driving part. Oh, okay. And they just didn't have a truck.
They didn't allow us because of our
because
age.
no one was 25.
Yes.
So how was the drive there? It was just
we all drove 2 hours.
That's only 8 hours.
Well, somebody had to go twice.
Yeah, I think Morgan, she for sure drove 2 hours, and I think like 2 hours and some change, 3 hours, something like that, whatever. Because I think Mila might have done the longest at the end.
Yeah, I was cool. I'm not even gonna lie. I was cool till Mila started driving. I was just like, what is this?
Like, he drive fast?
Yeah. Cut off like an hour.
He wants to swerve through everything. And I was just looking at my boyfriend at the time like, what is this? I don't like this.
Sean was up there asleep.
Not the whole time. Like, we okay, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of us were asleep. Like when Tasia's boyfriend at the time would drive, like usually Tasia would be up with him, and then when it was my boyfriend, like I would try to be up with him, and then like vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
So the couples would try to stay up for each other. Child, we needed a flight, okay? Because that would have just been a nice little 1 to 2 hour flight. Yeah, get our little rental car and keep it pushing.
I'm with Morgan.
I'm not saying it wasn't a bad idea. I'm just saying at the time, we would have been screwed, like with the whole rental car situation.
But I don't think
it was easier for us
Orlando, we would have just got the
car.
Yeah, and they would have hit us with the same. But our major thing when we got to when we got to New Orleans to get the car, they were like, they told us a totally different price than what we had looked at on USAA or whatever for through our insurance discount. They told us something completely different. So just to think, if you already had something planned and you have like a set number in your mind, and then it was easier for us to finesse things around when we were in New Orleans rather to finesse it when we're already in Orlando. It's a high stress environment.
It was.
Like
I feel like
everybody's
it wouldn't have been
thinking
different.
it was
Like
already
Yeah.
stressful
it's
in
the
New
same. It's
Orleans.
the same money no matter where you spend it.
And I'm saying we were already stressed as hell. We were at the rental car place for hours. It wasn't like a quick like 1-2 like because we were going back and forth like, okay, well, what happened? Blah, blah, blah. They was talking. The guys were talking to the people at the counter. Like that would have just been a lot.
We were sitting there with
Like,
like our freshly braided hair just pressed.
Looking
yeah, we were
slow.
just like,
All right, so
and it's like,
hey, so y'all get there, y'all made it, and then
Mhm.
Morgan ain't want to do nothing.
That's not what
she
happened.
didn't want to go on a. She was like, "Oh, let's just chill out," and I think we chilled for a little bit. And I was like, "Oh, come on, let's see what the resort is all about." And she ended up coming, but she was like, "Where are we going?
In my
Where are we
defense,
going?"
that resort was huge. 1, 2. Everybody know my back be hurting. Like I did not want to come. Like I'm sorry, but my back was hurting. Listen. I just wanted.
Sometimes you just have to be spontaneous.
Yes, and you just gotta push through when you're on vacation.
Well, we was already in that small Ultima for 10 hours, and then they wanted to chill in the room for like 30 minutes, and then okay, let's go look at the resort. Whoa,
We need to stretch.
whoa, Nelly, I'll stretch on the couch, y'all. I was more than happy to just let them go, but they was Morgan, come. I was like, listen.
Yeah, because it could.
I mean, was your boyfriend gonna go?
Third.
Yeah,
he was
but
coming.
I didn't mind. Like y'all can go ahead. Like go ahead. If y'all want to venture out, like I didn't care to see the resort. Like I didn't,
But she ended up having a good time because we ended up getting in the pool. We were having a good time chilling.
That was a different day.
No, it wasn't.
Jatejah, the first time we went to go look at the resort, it was like nighttime. Then we went back out the next day.
Yeah, you're right. And then because we looked, you remember, because we toured, we knew the good pool to go to because we would have had to be walking all out in the hot sun. So good thing we did go at nighttime when the sun was down.
I could have looked at the map, but okay.
But we would have known the atmosphere,
Anyway, the apartment was nice.
Yeah, the timeshare was really nice.
I
don't even really remember for real. I have a vlog on
we played Truth or Dare.
Oh, that was fun.
I had to run up and down the hallway saying Moeshco TV.
Yes, she had to like run up and down like.
My boyfriend at the time her boyfriend. The worm.
Yeah, it was like fun.
Yeah. Tejah's boyfriend at the time had to like slide on the floor with soap on it, like we wet the floor.
Yeah.
And there was soap on it. He had to slide. It was we were just having
what I had to do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. You want to know something interesting? 3 years ago today, we were there because on my Snapchat story last night, it was you. Remember that morning you were like twerking and
and I was getting dollar bills.
Yeah, I was like, pick it up, girl. That was literally on my Snap memories, like
dollar bills, y'all.
So it's funny because this trip we're talking about was happening this time 3 years ago.
Yep, sure was.
Muy interesante.
That's wild.
So I think the trip overall, like I just feel like both couples were arguing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That was the main thing.
I feel like that's what was messing everything up, and I don't know what it was. Like the energy was just because we were good, and I was just like, "What is happening? Like, what is going on?" Like I had made plans for the trip that I talked to Jatejah about. Like I wanted to do something really nice with my boyfriend at the time, but things just kept going wrong, and I could not understand it.
Yeah, for both couples.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like
that's why I agree with her. Like overall, when I look back on the trip, it was a good trip because like I went to Orlando, I went to Universal for the first time. I have already gone to Disney World, but I hadn't gone to Universal, so that was fun. We had so much fun there, riding all the rides. Got on stuff multiple times. Had good food, even though that funnel cake was disgusting. We went mini golfing. We fed baby alligators. Them little niggas just eat hot dogs. Crazy. I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. But it was like overall, when you think about it, it was a good trip. And then like we just had some like hiccups. We're like, ooh, things got a little crazy.
Yeah, it got crazy. Like I remember I left the apartment.
Yeah.
And it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, you know what?
Yeah. And we were looking for her. So glad we went on that tour because I knew the area.
You didn't find me, girl. What are you talking about?
I didn't find you, but I knew we were looking all over the place. But because I was aware.
I got into a heated argument with my boyfriend at the time. I left. I was like, you know what? Bump this. And he tried to chase me into the elevator, but I beat him. Like I started running. I was zooming, okay? And then the elevator door closed, and I was thinking to myself, like, Morgan, like you don't want to put yourself in a dangerous situation, but you don't want to be found. So I went to the first floor, and I just went into the bathroom because I knew no one would go into the bathroom. So that's where I was. That's where I was. And then he kept calling me. I had to block him.
Yes.
The drama.
Right. And how would you? What did you guys learn anything about traveling with couples or?
Definitely. I think that trip just taught me in general, like traveling with friends, that you need to be over prepared. Mm-hmm. That you're not gonna always have like a tight, this is what we're doing at this time. You know, you have to allow people a little bit of freedom with the schedule. Mm-hmm. And overall, really just like have fun. Like leave whatever you have going on at home, because I feel like that's the main point of getting away, you know, to enjoy yourself and to escape your reality in a sense. And just try to keep the vibes as positive as possible because you only are going to be gone for a limited amount of time.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Taisha?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I mean, I'll echo what you said. I agree.
Okay, on to the next trip. When was your trip?
No, the listeners need to hear about the not so complicated girls trip.
Okay. Hey, I'm trying. Hey,
I'm on that jigga juice.
I feel like
I just before we get into the story, I just want to preface this by saying my life was put in danger. It was their fault, and listen.
Okay, since we are the accused,
right?
you say what happened so we can tell you how that's a lie.
Exactly.
Or you're exaggerating.
That's a lie. Okay.
Exactly.
Basically, this is what happened. I think this was like our first year, or maybe, I think this was like our first year post-college. We were doing our big girl adult things, and we decided that we wanted to go on a girls trip. It was originally 4 of us, but it ended up being the 3 of us at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. We said we were going to go for Memorial Day, I think because we all had like off during that time. Mm-hmm. And we decided on Miami. And I was excited, but I did know before I went on this trip, like I know the dynamic that I have with Jatejah and Jametra. Like we all play different roles in the friendships. And
we about to get offended. What's that?
No. Because I knew going into it that they're more alike than I am alike with them in the sense of like travel wise. So I knew that it was going to be more like Jatejah, Jametra, Morgan. Like I knew that going in. And
okay, I'm going to stop you right there. No, nothing bad. I'm just going to say, well, we already got the wires crossed because I thought we all knew that this was a trip where we was just going to be turning up the whole time. And
I'll butt in. We all knew because I told Morgan when I first brought up the trip, I said, now Morgan, this is going to be a turn up trip. I'm not
negating that fact. I knew that this trip was meant to have fun. I'm just saying.
No, not have fun because you go on vacations to have fun.
Turn up.
Specifically turn up.
But I knew going in that our versions of turning up would not always match. And I also knew that I also knew going into it that you guys would want to do more stuff than I would. Like, I knew that already. Plus, I had been Tasia's friend at this point for like 5 years, and I knew she was an Energizer Bunny. Like, she doesn't need naps. I do. So going into it, I already knew how it was going to be. And I was cool with that because I was like, okay, when I personally feel like I need to chill out, I'll just stay at the Airbnb, and then they won't be alone and they can go do their thing. And that was my mindset going into the trip.
See, I knew
Mind you,
were...
she also didn't communicate this to us. She didn't
But
communicate
I
that
didn't
part.
I didn't feel the need to be like, okay, well, I feel like you guys are into more stuff than me, so y'all go. Like, it was just like in that moment when I felt like, you know what, okay, I need to chill out, I need to take a nap or whatever. I'll just tell them go do their
We
thing.
would just
Like,
feel bad. We'd be
no,
like, dang.
Yeah.
I wanted to turn up with them, but I know we're not the same. We're just not the same. I don't think we'll ever be the same.
Listen, I knew that. I just thought you were going to rise to that occasion and match our levels of turning up. That's what I thought. Okay, so
Same.
let's move on to the next thing. We were already starting off on 2 different pages, 2 turn-ups and 1 relaxation station.
Okay, I knew that I was not coming on the trip to relax. I just knew that y'all are naturally more turned than I am, and that's all. We meet up. We all took different flights. We meet up at Chili's, huh?
Yeah.
In Fort Lauderdale. Then we take an Uber to Miami. We get to our Airbnb. It's nice. And the first night comes up. What are we gonna do? What's it gonna be?
Was there enough time for you between arriving at the Airbnb and going out?
Yes, because I didn't come with y'all to get liquor.
Yeah.
Remember?
And then that was even when we got liquor to when we went out was hours because it was dark
like,
when we left.
We had time to like chill and like relax for a little bit until we had to start getting ready. So we found a bar that we were gonna go to.
Senior Frogs.
Yes, yes. Now I love bars. I hate clubs. I love bars. So I was down. I was like, let's get it. And we get there and we had the best time. Like I was genuinely having so much fun, like turning up.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
She did Beyonce and everything. We had so much fun.
Jatejah was on the stage twerking like she was being paid. And
I worked for that body for those months, okay? I was working out, I was eating good.
Literally, we were on skinny girl mission for that trip for like 3 months before that trip.
Okay. The people were gonna see, okay?
I didn't know anything about that, guys. Y'all was gonna get whatever body I pulled out, and that's just what it is. Not even sorry.
Okay, so the first night there, everybody can agree we had fun.
You mean the first 2 hours of the first night? Because things swiftly took a turn shortly thereafter. For who?
Yeah.
For all of us. Y'all just didn't know it yet. So we leave the bar. We're all highly intoxicated. Yes. All of us. Yes. A black Porsche pulls up. And this,
look, let's everyone just imagine this. I need you guys to close your eyes and think about this.
Go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong.
Come on, we are our city girls, okay? Period. Listen,
we're walking down. Was it Sunset?
No.
No.
Who knows? I think it was Ocean Drive. Ocean Drive.
It
might have been, yeah.
We're walking, and a black Porsche pulls up and starts talking to Jatejah and Jametra. Now I'm the furthest from the street, and I'm just looking like I don't know them, so I'm not really gonna speak. They start conversing, blah blah blah, and then the guy in the Porsche asks for Jametra's number, so she gives it to him. I'm thinking, okay, cool. They go. We keep walking. Not even 5 minutes later, he calls her, and he's like, "We're gonna meet you down the street." And I'm like, wait a minute, pause. We don't even. Oh wait, not to
I don't
mention,
remember none of this.
Not to mention, this black Porsche is holding up traffic.
He was.
Then there's a gray BMW behind him, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry about that car. They with me." And I'm like,
"They with me, yeah."
And we didn't know
all of this until the next day because me and Jametra, Morgan was basically replaying it to us, and we didn't know what kind of cars them was. We was like, we thought it was like a blue car, a black car.
I have no clue what kind of cars those were.
They're also not cars.
So continue.
Yes.
So he was like, the car behind us is with me. I was like, okay, but there's cars after that. Okay. And he was like, what's up with you? You're not speaking. I was like, I don't know you to speak. But that's neither.
At this point, is it still one? Is it still one, right?
No, there was 2 people in the first car and 1 person in the car behind.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So fast forward, he calls Jametra and says, we're going to meet y'all on the strip a little bit up. So I'm like, y'all, we don't know them. And they're like, oh, whatever. And I'm just like,
we were just meeting them.
Like, y'all for real? So here's where it gets worse. We finally come to the point where they're parked on the street. We cross the street to go by them. There's 3 of them, 3 of us. How great, right?
Perfect.
Right.
So they get out the cars. We're sitting on like by these
planes. We was all in people's car like we knew them.
Yes.
Yeah. So they get out the car, and it's like they assigned each other to each one of us because one, like, they knew who they were about to walk up to. So I'm just like, I'm not really liking this. I'm
gonna say this. What I do remember when we met up with them, I got in the black car, who now I know is a black Porsche, but he was like, "Oh, you're not gonna go talk to my brother?" And I was like, "Your brother?"
Yes, I do remember that. Yes. You were like, who's your brother? And then he was like, he said his name. We were all like, who? Because he had the same name as someone she used to mess with. Yes. We were like, huh?
Like, your brother. And so now I got to get out of this car and go to the car in the back with his brother that I didn't know existed. So they were plotting on us, and we were just here for the ride. They were there for the ride. We were not thinking this far ahead. They were plotting on us, and we just
they were plotting.
It's like we were all drunk, but I was the only one operating with some sense, and that is what was annoying me the most. So they assigned themselves.
Also,
one that was meant for me. The one that was meant for me came up to me, talking all this talk, and I told him straight up. I was like, you know what? I know what this is. I know you're like the wingman, and we're never gonna see each other again, so we can just cut this short. We don't need to get to know each other, and you don't need to act as if you care about anything I have to say, because I don't care about anything you have to say. And
Megan,
Jesus.
Because here's my thing: it's kind of like I know what this is. Like, we don't need to play this game. Tasia over there,
nice guy.
Tasia on the black car, Josen. Jametra on the gray car, Josen. I'm sitting by the plants, and here come old dude trying to talk it up with me. Like, we have nothing to talk about. So then he proceeds to offend me like twice or 3 times. Like, I said something about
we didn't know there was any offending going on. We didn't know
any of this was going on. But we were in our own.
That's not why I was mad with y'all, because he offended me. I said something about like the car. He was like, "Oh, like, you know about cars? Like, you're a girl." I was like, "Okay, strike one." Okay.
Well, I mean, people don't be knowing about cars like that. We probably.
Then he told me I must have daddy issues. I was like, "Okay, strike 2 and 3 because
honestly,
no." So here's where it gets wild. Jametra and Tasia walk up to me, and they say they want to come back to the Airbnb, and I was like, absolutely not. Like, we don't know.
Remember that. I don't remember that. I don't remember it that way.
And Tasia was like, oh, like, it'll be fun. They're gonna come. I was like, y'all, we literally do not know these people.
See, honestly, hold on, wait. I'm gonna interject. I think me and Jametra were on the guides of we about to just get a free ride.
Yeah, ride home.
Our Airbnb was in Fort Lauderdale. We were.
No,
it
wasn't in Fort Lauderdale.
It
was in downtown Miami. No, it was in,
you're right. My bad.
It was in downtown Miami, so it wasn't on the It wasn't in South.
It wasn't on the main. Yeah. So it was a good little distance, especially with people out. It was Memorial Day weekend. There was traffic.
Don't let them.
So I think we were on the same accord. Like, bitch, we about to get a ride. We got to pay for this Uber.
Yes.
Let's get it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking like
you weren't thinking at all.
I wasn't thinking to the
we
fact
gonna get us a ride home.
Yes, exactly. And not more. I wasn't really thinking about like, they plotting.
Y'all made it clear that they wanted to come to the Airbnb,
Well,
not take
okay,
us
yeah,
to.
that's what they said, but that don't mean that's what we were just saying that because it was right there. Like, oh, we're not gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna finesse him out of the ride, and we're gonna be like, bye, guys.
Y'all, they lying. They lying so bad.
No, because when it was just me and her, we did the same thing.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so
like,
anyway, this is what
we
happened.
be paying for them Ubers.
This is what happened, y'all. I tell them we don't need to go anywhere with these people because we do not know them. They are complete strangers, and we do not need to get into a stranger's car. Okay? And guess what they proceed to do? Get into the car. So Tasia gets into the black car. Jametra gets into the gray car. And I'm standing there on the street like, is this really my options right now? I either get into a stranger's car. Mind you, I'm still drunk, okay? And it's like 4:00 in the morning. Mm-hmm. I either get into a stranger's car and be in danger with my friends, or I stay here on the street and be in danger by myself. So
be in danger with your friends.
I took be in danger with my friends, but as soon as I got into the black car with Tasia, I texted the group message. I was like, y'all, we shouldn't do this. And everybody acted like they didn't have their phone anymore.
Listen,
we were drunk.
I don't remember getting that message. Like, I don't remember ever having it.
I saw it the next morning. I was like,
yeah. Oh, she did. Because we were like, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah, that's what we kept asking. We were like, why didn't you say anything? And she was like, I texted y'all. We were like, no, you didn't. And we go get our phones.
But even the dude that was driving the Porsche knew that I was uncomfortable with the whole situation because he was like, oh, you don't want to talk because you don't know me. I was like, I really don't. And he was like, here's my card. He gave me his business card. And y'all remember that? He gave me his business card. He was like, this is me. This is what I do. I was like, this is not really telling me much, but okay. So I was quiet the whole time to the Airbnb because I'm just like, I cannot believe.
Meanwhile, I'm in the front seat chatting it up.
Situation.
Right.
Mind you, old dreadhead is trying to chat it up with me in the back seat after I told him we don't have nothing to talk about. So I'm extra annoyed. So we get to the Airbnb and everybody get out the car.
Yeah, we weren't prepared for that part either.
I was like, wait.
Because I do remember thinking to myself, I was like, oh.
Yeah, but it was one of those situations like, I mean, what we supposed to say? Like, you know.
Yeah, it was like, I remember thinking like, oh, dang, this ain't go how I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
But we'll be good. Like, it'll figure itself out.
If y'all were there, you wouldn't be able to tell. Because they seemed like they was having a time of their life. So
I mean, we were having a good time still.
Getting out the car, and I'm just looking like, where y'all going? And I pulled Tasia, Jametra to the side. I was like, if they're gonna come inside, they should go to like the pool or something. Like they shouldn't come to our actual Airbnb.
And we took it as put on your bathing suit.
That's when we were like, oh, bet you're right. Let's go put on our bikinis. I told y'all we've been trying.
How much I was going through on the first night of this trip.
I remember that because my suitcase got stuck. I was wondering. I was trying to figure out why we were putting on our bathing suits. That's why, because you told us to go to the pool.
Yeah, because I did not want them to know where we were staying for the next few days because they were complete strangers.
Well.
So they try to go to the pool. I go to the Airbnb and everybody else goes to the pool. So I'm like, okay, they could do whatever they want. I'm about to go to sleep. Shortly after,
it was closed.
Yeah, the pool was closed.
And everybody just rushes into the Airbnb. And I'm like, I know you are lying to me. Like, didn't we just agree that they don't need to know where we're staying?
We had to get out our bikinis.
Right.
We didn't need them for that.
They were just following the bikinis.
Right. That's like, all we wanted was to get our babies.
You could have left them where they were. Like, they could have found their way from the pool back to their cars. But y'all said, okay, let's go to the apartment then.
We were all lost. Because I remember we were up there. We were like, where the hell are we?
Yeah. Because we didn't know. I think that's what it was. We didn't know how to get to the pool from there. And so
it took us a while to get to the pool. Because we were gone for a good little minute. It took us a while to get to the pool. Then it also took us a while to get back. Because we were like, where the hell are we? Because we were on like the 20th floor or something like that.
Anyway, they bum rush into the apartment and I'm just like, God, listen, just keep me safe, keep me and my friends safe, because I don't know what this is or what's about to happen. But this is ridiculous. So now I'm stuck with Musty for the whole night. Tasia with her Lil Joes, Jametra with her Lil Joes. Well, Tasia went MIA, but that's a different conversation. Tasia left.
We honestly, all of us went MIA because I think
No.
Well, I mean, you went on the couch.
We were in the living room. Tasia.
Yeah, and I think I was on the balcony.
No, you were in the room.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's skip what happened in the room.
It was. I mean, nothing happened in the room.
We're skipping that.
Yeah.
But it was a matter of like I had to deal with this man's musty breath for hours, and then I go look for Tasia, and while I was gone, he said, "Where's Megan?"
Oh my God,
Megan.
That was freaking hilarious. Let me tell you something.
And he was so sincere.
I was drunk the whole time, but
because we were still drinking when we got there.
Yeah. They drank the hell out of our liquor. I remember that because when we woke up the next day, we were like, "Well, goddamn!" but he looked me square in my eyes. She had went into the room to see what Tasia was doing. He looked me square in my eyes and said, "Where's Megan?" And then was confused when I burst out laughing. Like I was inconsolable. I'm like, "Who the hell is Megan?"
Yeah, I come out. I see Morgan's on the floor. I'm like, "Why are you on the ground?" And then Jametra's like, "He just called her Megan. So then I lose it. I was like, "Who the hell is Megan?" He said, "No, it was my accent." I said,
"Oh yeah, I forgot they're Haitian, y'all."
Haitian, yeah.
This is even worse. I'm sorry. So I decided I'm gonna be petty and just mess up his name the whole time. So I started calling him Fool, and that wasn't his name.
This day, I still be thinking.
I don't even know his name. I don't know his real name.
I'll tell y'all after the episode. But that was that, and then they ended up leaving around like 6-7 o'clock in the morning, and I thought that was the end. Sadly, it was not, but
we went to sleep.
Yeah.
No, the end of us seeing them.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So then go to sleep. We slept the whole day pretty much until
hell yeah.
We slept the whole day, and this is where I got confused with you at because we were asleep for a long time. You, Morgan, Megan.
Yeah.
So we slept the whole day pretty much, and then me and Tasia was like, "All right, we're going. Let's put on our bathing suits to walk South Beach because that's what you do." Right? Mm-hmm. And we're gonna go to a restaurant or something. And Megan was like, "I don't want to go." And we were like,
"What the hell? What you mean?"
No, that was
it was
Sunday.
Like 2 p.m. at this time.
No, this was Saturday.
It wasn't. It was a Saturday.
Because we left Monday morning.
Yeah, but we went Saturday, the next day. We went walk minutes from my Airbnb. That was Saturday.
Yes.
After we woke up, that's what we went to go do.
Yeah. We only went to the pizza place to get some food, and we came back.
And then we came back and relaxed more.
We were turning up. Yeah, we were turning up in the Airbnb, all on the balcony and all that stuff. And then we're like, okay, let's get ready. Because that's what we came.
Because at this point, we were still in some. Yeah, we were still in some random ass outfits, like shorts and long shirts. Like
we're not. Yeah, we were still in our sleeping clothes.
Yeah. And so we went to pizza, came back, was drinking.
And that man was trying to talk to me.
Yes,
he kept screaming out his.
Yeah, because they were in traffic, screaming, doing the most. I'm like, bruh, we need to walk faster. Yeah, they were doing the most. So it's time. We're like, let's go to South Beach. Let's go walking around, go get something to eat, go to a restaurant to see what's out there. No, we wanted to go to the daiquiri place. What is that thing called? Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday. Yeah, we went to the Fat Tuesday, and so we're like, yeah, girl, let's come. And she said she didn't want to go, and we were like, huh?
What you mean? We gave you rest.
Yeah, we were in the house all day because at that point it was like later in the day.
Yes, and she woke up before us because she had Uber Eats some Popeyes.
Yeah, and she didn't get us none. No, she woke up.
Nathaniel. Y'all deserve it after the night before that. So
whatever.
Our little tummies.
So
y'all didn't deserve nothing from me.
In my opinion, we gave her relaxing time. And she didn't want to oblige us and not going outside. Because we weren't even drunk when we were on South Beach. We just was seeing what was out there, talking to people. We went and got food. We did get a drink, but we didn't get drunk. We were just on the scene.
We knew we was going to get drunk that night.
Yeah. So we were like, and that's where we met the people to go to the club at.
Yes.
And that was a part of our purpose to go. We're like, let's see how we can,
because we didn't have like because we were like, oh, we got to do something tonight. And then that's when we heard about Megan Thee Stallion and all that stuff, because we saw the guy, he was like promoting for it. We was like, oh, hell yeah, like get this party bus, you get drinks, you get to go to the Base.
That party bus was ghetto though. Party bus was ghetto.
Very ghetto.
We're gonna get there.
So we come back, we done met the men to go to the club. We come back and we tell Morgan about the club. She all for the club. I'm thinking she want to go to the club. We all going to the club.
I just want to interject and say, I was just going because that was the thing to do. I actually hate clubs.
Obviously, that was the only reason I was going to, just to say, I went to the club in Miami. If I had a choice, I wouldn't go to a club. I would obviously go to a bar.
It's just like we were out of town.
It was just one time, one night. Let's go to this club.
I had to put that out there to provide more context for later down in the story.
Okay, so we get to the club, we get dressed, we already late, and we thinking, damn, we ain't gonna make it. But
we went.
Yeah. But we made it. We get to the club.
First, we get to the party bus stop first.
The party bus was ghetto.
Okay? Very
ghetto. But it was good for us because it got us actually in. All those other people didn't get in because of
exactly.
Yeah. Because the people Tasia had met on South Beach, they were taking her and they couldn't even get in. So we got to get in.
Like, damn, actually. Sorry. We're here.
So it was a very ratchet thing. And they only took us like 2 miles. But they got us in.
Yeah. And then we had to walk a few blocks, not to mention. They dropped us off.
We were like a damn assembly line. Yeah. We were walking in line.
I was on a field trip. Like
field trip. Yeah.
But whatever. But we got in. We know some people who didn't get in.
Exactly.
So first we go up the stairs. It's lame. I was like, oh, let's see if we're gonna order a drink. The drink price was astronomical.
I was like, let's walk around and see if we can find some daddies.
I was like, not even doing it. Morgan immediately says, I'm gonna sit right here. And we were like, okay.
We can't leave.
Ain't nothing up here. We wanted to go down with a dancing.
Let me tell y'all what was going on in my head, right? So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm at this club. I walk in and I'm automatically like, I should have stayed home. But I found a seat. So I was like, I'm going to just stick with this because I would rather sit here and, just chill than to be walking around. Because it was just like a lot of people. I ended up seeing my Neos there. I don't know what was going on. It was like a Twilight universe. I don't know. But eventually, like 40 minutes in, I was like, you know what?
No, it was not 40 minutes.
This is not my calling.
It was not 40 minutes.
2 minutes.
It was not 40 minutes. It was less than 30.
I paid like $60 to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like when I got there, I was like, you know what? This is not my thing. I'm gonna go home. And they were like, Morgan, no. And I was like, nah.
Yeah, because like, why would we want you to go home by yourself? We had just got there. We're like, what?
I would have preferred that.
The club wasn't even full yet.
It was full enough for me. I was like, you know what? It just wasn't gonna sit right with my spirit. So I got my Uber, and this is where things kind of went left for me. Because,
no, didn't you get like some dude that you knew?
Yeah.
Don't be trying to leave stuff out.
Right.
Anyway, I walked out of the club, and that's when things went so left, because as soon as I walked out, like, there were so many policemen out there, and there was a huge line of people waiting to get in, and then the police were like, no one else is getting in. So everybody started, like, it was like a baby riot. I was like, oh no.
And we were nice and safe inside.
I was out there by myself. I was like, oh no. Like, they really started like yelling at the police and all this stuff. So, and then the street, like all the streets down there were closed. Like,
Yeah.
so people that were trying to drive, or like people that were trying to get Ubers, would have to walk blocks and blocks and blocks.
Yeah, it was basically contraflow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I ended up calling my ex-boyfriend because I don't know, I just felt a little anxious, and he knew all about that. So I called him so I could, like, you know, like just feel a little more comfortable in the moment, because it was just a lot going on. So I finally got into the car and just talked to him on my way, because I ended up getting an Uber, and I just talked to him on my way to the Airbnb by myself, because I don't like being in Ubers. I kind of hate them, especially if I'm by myself. So that was that. And at this point, by the time I got back to the apartment, it was like maybe 2:00. And I'm chilling. I'm watching Living Single.
No, you can't skip over our part. You're talking for too long. You're talking for too long.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So while we
talk to people.
We were in the club having fun. We found a section. We were scoping this section out because it was some girls who wasn't dancing and were just sitting there looking at us.
They're being lame.
We were dancing and they were just sitting there looking at us. And I don't know. I guess they got tired and ready to go. So we happily took their seats in the section. And then then some man came and started buying us, because at this point we were not drunk when we got in the section at all. Then some man trying to talk to Jatejah came and he lit us up. We did so many drinks. He kept the drinks coming, and now that I feel like he was doing it. He was being negative. The guys from the night before, I don't think they had any malintentions. This man absolutely did. He absolutely did have malintentions, and so he was getting us drunk. Somehow he was like, oh,
we ended up cutting ourselves off.
Yeah, we said we didn't want anymore. We were like, okay,
we're like, no, we're good.
Yeah. And then so he was like, all right. And then he was for Jatejah, and then he told me, he was like, oh, my friend in the DJ booth want to talk to you, right? So I was like, oh, okay. He took me over there. I talked to him for a minute, and then the DJ wanted me to record him, but I thought he was performing. I thought he was a rapper. And so I was recording him on my phone, and I'm just like, he's not doing anything. I didn't know when to stop, because I was like, I thought he was about to rap. He didn't either way. So it was one for me, one for Jatejah, but I had a bad feeling about this guy. So it was time to go. And he was like, hey, y'all, stay right. He walked us to like the bathroom area. He was like, stay right here, because he had to go to the bathroom or something. Or one of us, somebody had to use the bathroom.
Something happened. Yeah, I think me and you stayed together. He walked off for something.
Yeah, because I think
we were like, okay.
Yeah. And so when he walked off, I told Jatejah, oh, another thing we have to say, he kept asking us if we smoked. And I'm like,
yes.
No.
And we just kept saying no.
No. And so when he walked off,
and he kept telling me he had a hair company. It was just, mind you, I did not have a voice. My voice was gone, so he kept wanting to have conversation in this loud ass club. So I'm like,
yeah.
I said, I can't hear you. And I'm just like, please, I don't care about your hair company. I don't care about you being a real estate agent. I don't. And I'm just like,
exactly.
Shut up.
We wanted the drinks from you, and that's what we got. So now we want you to leave us alone. So when he walked away, I told Jatejah, I was like, all right, Jatejah, we gotta go. We gotta go. Jatejah I said to run. I don't remember that, but I probably did.
She told me to run, and we ran. And he came out of nowhere. Y'all, one minute he wasn't there. Next, I think he heard us when she said, we gotta run. And I said, bet. Mind you, we have heels on. But we ran.
We were hurting. And we had to run. He ended up catching us, and then we felt unsafe, so we had to run we just went and ran to next to the police, because I was like, I don't know this man. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's trying to take us with him, and I don't. He was just being real persistent. You know how you get bad vibes from people. You were uncomfortable with the first people, and I don't know why you just ain't say no. Y'all ain't going with them, but whatever. But from this specific person, we got bad vibes, and it probably was because he was buying us so many drinks, and he kept flaunting his money at us and all this
and
stuff.
You could just tell that he was just doing so.
He was on something we were not on, and so we had to get away. Yes. We had to get away. Okay, Then, like you said, all the streets were closed. Our Uber spoke Spanish. It was just a whole. It
They
was a
kept
lot
hanging
for us.
up on us.
It was a lot for us to get in the Uber. So we get in the Uber and we get there. Morgan has the key, and so we can't
And we
get
knew
in.
this was gonna happen. And we were calling her, and she wasn't answering.
Let me tell you what happened. I told Tasha to call her. Tasha said she called her and she didn't answer. And so I didn't call her anytime from my phone. I just said that Tasha was calling her and she didn't answer. So we were like, well, damn. So somehow we meet
what we about to do?
Right. So we like, well, what we gonna do? So we meet these two white boys who live in the
that was in the same
Airbnbs with us
because they were looking for food, and we were like, oh, there's a Rally's right down there, and we're like, oh, we can all just walk together. We're all going there. We're hungry too.
Y'all, they leaving some stuff out.
No, this was before.
We're not there yet. This is before. We went twice.
We didn't. No, we didn't go to Rally's house. We went to their apartment. We went in there.
I thought we went to
Airbnb. I was chilling, and then Jatejah and Jametra started banging on the door.
Oh, we finally got back. Okay.
Yeah. And they come in with two white boys, and I'm like,
actually, in between that, we had also went to other places. Yeah, we went that because you still weren't answering my phone calls. So we went to their Airbnb. They had a whole bunch of white girls.
We went to two different Airbnbs. Yeah, they
two
gave
different
us white
Airbnbs.
And everything.
Everything.
And we was just here for the ride. We was like, our feet hurt. I was trying to get back in. So
I was
not a white boys in
there. People from, and they walked the dudes walked into our Airbnb like they owned something. I was like, who are y'all? Yeah. And like, what are y'all doing? I was like, who are y'all? What's y'all's name? Yeah.
But with them, we were like, can they go?
We honestly we were trying to get away from them, but they kept following.
So you bring them to the place you staying?
We weren't trying to bring them. We were trying to go home. And because I remember we were like, oh yeah, bye guys. I remember we got to our floor. We were like, okay, bye. And then and then they came and we were like,
oh, and we didn't know what to do. Man, you know, you can
at that point we were already on our floor.
You know, the common thing I'm seeing is that y'all put yourselves in these situations when y'all drunk and then don't know what to do. That's what I'm seeing a pattern.
And also,
I'm gonna say
it's not even that. We didn't put ourselves. They just. I don't know.
I also think we didn't care that much.
Y'all be like,
yeah. And I'm gonna say with them, we probably didn't care that much because you see, when we absolutely did not want to go with that man, we did not go with that.
Did not go with him.
So it wasn't it's not like we just can't. We don't know how to handle ourselves. It was just like, what they gonna do? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even though they
were like, they were little. Yeah, they could have. Not saying
they could have.
There's little ass white boys.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think they were trying to harm anybody, but so they came in, they said we're going to Checkers, we'll be right back. Do you want anything? Yeah. So I told them what I wanted. Mm-hmm. And then they came back with two different white people. And I was just very confused. Because I was like, where do y'all
okay.
Yes, that's the story I was talking about.
Yeah, we met them. Yes. That's when after we got in, we were like, all right, we're gonna go get something to eat. And we met them downstairs.
We ended up dropping the other two.
Yeah.
Yes, and they were drunk as hell, and they were like, "Oh," and we're like, "Oh, there's Rally's right over here." Like, there's no sense in y'all walking by yourselves. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they walked with us.
So
that's what made them Canadians.
Two strange Anglo-Saxons to the apartment, and they drank my drink.
Oh yeah, we did. We drank the hell out of your juice.
Was good.
Okay.
Like y'all could have bought me another one.
She got some type of slushy. We had already been waiting on the way forever.
Yeah, and that line was long.
Yeah, we were waiting for
lunch.
That's
rude.
We were like,
y'all know how rude that is?
We were like, damn, this sure does look good.
Do y'all keep bringing strangers to our apartment, but you also drank my drink.
It was really good.
At this point, I was ready to fight them because it was just like, bruh, like day 2 and y'all doing too much.
All right, so we finally got them white boys to leave, and then we get on to our third day, last day, because we leaving early Monday morning. The last day, we're relaxing all day inside again. And so now when it's time to go out, this time we wanted to go get those 2 big drinks, like the buy one, get one free. And we told Morgan to come, and she was like,
By the time Sunday came, I was completely over them. I was like, you know what?
He didn't do nothing the whole time.
I went. Okay, I came with y'all Friday. I had fun until I wasn't no more. Saturday came to the club knowing I shouldn't have went to the club. Came home Sunday. I was like, you know what? This is the Sabbath. I'm about to relax. This is the day of rest. and y'all go do what y'all do and come
We
back.
rested all day because we didn't
But
go
then,
to the strip until it was evening time.
And we were supposed to go to a pool party, but we was like, we don't want
We
to
were
do that.
hungover and we were like,
but spoiler alert, the guys from night one come back.
Okay, so this is how that went.
That was a funny night.
I was really over it.
This is how that went. So we went and got our 2 big drinks, and it came with shots. So at that point, we were drunk, and we said, "Okay, let's go back to Senior Frogs because that was fun.
It was a good time."
So we went back to Senior Frogs and had fun, and then so it's winding down, time to go, and we like, we need a ride, and so we started texting them niggas to see where they was at,
like
what
Uber
they was doing.
They was already texting us anyway, so we was like, might as well.
They were already texting us, asking. They did ask us what we were doing tonight. And so we were like, shit, we need a motherfucking ride. Okay? We need a motherfucking ride. So we hit them back and we were flirting a little bit, got them to come pick our asses up, bring them back. And that's
but then they tried to get me because on their way back they were like, Morgan, guess what? And I was like, what? And they were like, oh, we're with so-and-so. And I was like, bruh. And they were like, we brought back, they said we brought back Raul for you. I really could have cussed them out. But
he wasn't there that time because at that point, we knew that she didn't like him. So we were like, okay.
Yeah.
So but that night wasn't really nothing.
No, but the gag is they let themselves get split up because Tasia was going to one place and Jametra was going to one place. And
no, it wasn't like we had already, we talked about this. That wasn't an accidental split up. We knew.
When I talked to y'all, Jametra was like, she noticed that you weren't going to the same place she was going. So I was like,
no.
Yeah, and then we texted.
No, because we went the same place at first, but then me and my guy were gonna go somewhere else. And so when we were at the same place at first, I talked to Tay. I was like, Tasha, go. I was like, what's gonna happen? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, let's go. And then so that's how. So me and her knew. We knew.
Yes.
We were okay. And then that was the end of the trip. We went home at the base.
No,
we're not about to go.
No, Jametra
we have to with you
back
at the Airbnb
with her Joes, and we were talking, and then Jametra got mad because her Joes was talking to me. She was like, "You want him? You want to
have him?" No.
Morgan was talking to him about cars and shit. Jametra was like,
"Do you want him?" She can have you. This is what you want. And
I was just sitting over there in the corner looking slow because I couldn't even participate in the conversation because I'm like, I don't know none of this shit.
No, we started talking about we're talking about like church and like all types of stuff.
Yeah, everything chatting it up, everything I could not participate in. Y'all were talking about being preachers' kids, doing this, and I was like, well, bitch, do you want his number? Because I'm okay with that. Like,
I recorded Jametra going off on a rant.
Yes, I do. It's in our group message.
Listen, but I was
drunk and upset.
Because I'm like, listen, I know how to be a good wingman. If he wanted to talk to you, I wouldn't have had a sour attitude like you. We would have been having fun all together, okay?
And then I told him, I told her, I was like, if you want to, like, I'll leave, like, not leave.
No.
I was like, I'll go somewhere if you want to be alone with him or whatever. She was like, don't even worry about it. Boo. I was like, oh, child.
Yeah, because y'all was already talking about church, Jesus, and cars.
Yeah,
she was like, I don't think he want to do anything after he was just talking about the Lord.
Jesus, exactly. Like, who got to be making out with somebody if they were talking about Jesus?
Right. I'm like, this is done. This is over.
And so she ended the night very annoyed. So Jametra went to go to sleep. I went to sleep at I had to be up for 4:00 because my flight was the first one. My flight was for 7, and I had to be in Miami, and we were outside of Miami, so I had to be up for 4:00. And Tasia still wasn't back yet. So when my
alarm stayed that long. And I thought you were up. Oh, you were already asleep when she came back. I went to go.
Yeah, I was up for a minute, but she didn't come in when I was still up. So when I woke up,
I
I didn't even bother waking him up and saying bye. I was like, you know what, this trip has been a lot. I'm just about to pack. I'm gonna pack my stuff and I'm gonna slide on out, and I'll text them or they'll text me later today.
Yeah.
And I just went.
Listen,
I got in my Uber and I went home.
The hilarious thing about that night in particular, we ate some of that chicken. Remember, we got snappers. We ate the rest of that chicken in the middle of the night in the bed. It was so many chicken crumbs.
So much chicken crumbs. We had bones. We was in there tearing that chicken all the way up. Okay, we was hungry
in the middle of the night, and then we left the next day. I think we woke up at like 6. Not too much after you.
Yeah.
I went home,
but by the time they woke up, I was probably already on my flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. But that was our Circus of a Girls trip. Now,
and I'm pretty much down for another one.
What I'm about to say, would I take another trip with them?
Choose your words wisely, bitch.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yes, but like Tasia would say, remember? Okay, pause. Side. Okay, in the video where you had to like say which best friend you knew better, you were like, "Where do you think she's Mr. Driving the World?" But I was always
yeah, Miss Driving Girl of the World.
I would travel with them, but it's contingent upon the plan and the place, because if they wanted to go somewhere like
Vegas, she would not go.
No, because like I went to Vegas for my birthday like last year, and I already know what they would be like in Vegas. Like, count me out.
Oh yeah, we'd be naked as hell.
If they wanted to go somewhere that was like there were options, like you could
like
chill,
Santa Monica.
Like, no, but here's my thing. Like right now, well, they're always gonna be more energetic than me, and that's just what it is. Like I can't avoid that. But I would wanna. They don't believe in like relaxing vacations.
No, because we're not 40 years old. When we go to Greece, we're gonna be turning up with them too.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I want to go to Greece. I mean, I'm holding a certain place for my honeymoon, but I'll go to other places in Greece. But like
when I'm 50, I'll relax on vacation.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I just want.
Or if it's a longer vacation. We were only in Miami for 3 days, and we were gonna go to Vegas. Damn, Corona had to stop. We were only gonna be in Vegas. Oh, we're gonna be in Vegas for a little bit longer. I think 5 or 6 days, almost a week.
Mm-hmm. But so we would have had like a couple of chill days, but we still would have been
have like a really good time if we went on like a triple vacation. I think that would be fun.
Jametra would never. I can tell you that right now.
You wouldn't want to go on a vacation with us?
I'm gonna say the
vacation.
It's just I'm gonna have to see what kind of relationship y'all's in, because when
it would depend on the boyfriends.
Yeah, because when I was around both of y'all in relationships, I wouldn't want to hang with that kind of stuff. Like even like you said, when y'all were in Orlando, always arguing, I would have been very upset, even if it was just like little arguments and stuff here or there, because it would happen so much that y'all remember it. I would have been annoyed and mad the whole time. I would have left y'all. I can't handle that. I don't want.
No, I mean like future, like healthy relationship.
Well, hell, I thought y'all thought that was healthy. That's what I'm saying. I would have to see.
I don't know what I know, because I can honestly say for like both relationships, like outside of that trip, we were both doing well. It was just something about like I don't know what it was, but that trip.
But then
we weren't on our periods or anything either, so I don't know.
Yeah. But then I specifically seen y'all wasn't on the trip. I was on the trip when I came to visit Jatejah and stuff. All that arguing, I can't handle it.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be with those same people. Dang, like
okay, that's what I'm saying.
That's why she said she would have to see how we were in relationships with these people.
Well, I wouldn't be. I don't blame her in that tumultuous relationship.
Like, let me tell you, that was too much for me. That was too much. I was like,
that's another
episode. The sun's coming out.
Episode. That is another episode. Thank you. But I would travel with them again, but I would need to make it clear, like, I'll come with y'all for this, and this, and for this, I'm gonna go to the
Yes.
spa. Y'all go do y'all thing.
Yes. That's all we needed.
Okay.
I just
yeah.
no, because they would be at my neck.
Yeah,
If
because
I
you
wasn't
didn't
coming.
communicate.
Yeah.
Because you didn't
And you
communicate
didn't,
that you weren't
and it
doing
felt
that.
like you
I didn't
right,
think
and
it
it
was.
felt like
I
you
didn't
didn't want to do
think
nothing with us. We were only there
Yes.
for
You
2
didn't want
days,
to go
and you
to
only
Kroger.
right. Damn, you didn't
I've
want to go to
never,
fucking.
I've never been to Kroger.
It was either
It
Kroger
was,
or Publix. I
it
don't
was
remember. You didn't
Publix.
even
No,
go to the damn
I
liquor
did
store.
come. That was my first time going to Publix because I needed to get cash.
No, when we went to go liquor, you sat down. You stayed at the
No,
Airbnb.
we all went to Publix together the night of the club because we needed
I'm
cash.
saying
Yeah.
when we went the first time.
First
When we
time,
first
yeah.
got there.
No,
You didn't
my
want to
back
go
was
there.
hurting. But I feel like I would do it again because they're a fun bunch. I'm just not as turned as them. That's all.
We bring it out of her.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I just need my time. Like if they were going to like bars the whole time, I probably would have come. But they wanted to do like other stuff, and that's cool. Like that's great.
This was peak Megan Thee Stallion days too, so we were excited.
Yeah.
We're like, yes, we're gonna see Megan
She
Thee
didn't even
Stallion.
come. She
They
didn't
were
even
really-
They
come.
didn't even let her in.
Yeah. So they were super excited for that. But like I feel like if we went on a trip to like
Don't even say Napa wine country, because
Right.
no.
Because we
Actually,
planning a trip
I do
for
wanna take a trip
we
to
trying to go
there.
on the out of the country
We're on an
trip
international trip.
next summer, because both our birthdays are kind of close together, and so we're like, let's do a summer break.
Well, I was trying to plan an international trip for my birthday.
Yeah, we
I
gonna
don't know.
we gotta wait and see, obviously.
Right, I don't know if
Yeah.
the world's gonna be, and then I'm gonna be turning 25, so I really wanted this trip to be like amaze balls.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like I
Yeah,
had a
so-
trip. I was supposed to be going on a trip in September of this year. That's canceled. I was supposed to be going to Aruba. That's canceled. So
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry.
yeah,
Right.
I don't know. Like I don't
So-
know.
All in all, the trip created great memories that's
Memories.
gonna
Yeah.
live with us.
Yeah, but
I love girl
I'm not
trip.
letting these heifers put me in danger no more. I'll tell you that.
And you need to stop saying that, because we weren't in danger. When we knew we were able to discern danger and non-danger.
You weren't with us when we were in danger.
Yeah,
you were with us.
not.
We were with good people.
Yeah.
Potential danger.
Might have been a little musty, and he might have forgotten your name.
Mine
But we
was
were
musty.
not in danger. Mine wasn't musty either.
No, if we were in danger, that's the point. We didn't know these.
But after a couple hours, we realized we weren't in danger.
I was. Y'all weren't.
He was just
this
musty.
This man wanted my number. This man kept calling me. Like he really was trying to act like he was trying to like get something from me,
wanted to
or
be
like
with you,
wanted
girl.
to be
Oh,
with
that
me.
sounds like,
Sweetie,
and
I
that's
live
good
in
for you.
New Orleans, okay? This first of all,
Yeah.
I'm not even attracted to you. Let's start there, because that's stage one. I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. I don't live here. You have nothing for me. You have nothing that I want, nothing that I need, nothing that I yearn for. So at this point, get out of my line and out of my face. Thank you.
Yeah, I blocked my number, that guy's number, as soon as I got on the plane. I was like, that was done. I did not want to talk to him anymore after that, because that's not who I am on a daily basis. She didn't.
Right, yeah.
She kept talking to her.
Yeah,
I just was like, I already knew I was doing the most, and no,
Mhm.
I don't do the
Yeah.
most like that.
Yeah, I
on
didn't
a
talk to
regular
mine except
basis.
once.
So
He texted me one
okay.
time, and I was just like, okay, bye.
Yeah, that was done. All right. So that was a story time of our girls trip. If you guys want to hear more of our if you guys want to hear more of our story times, just let us know, because pretty sure we got a couple of more where we were all hanging out together and the most was happening when the least was
The
required.
most is with the toast. Okay.
The least was required, and they did the most. So if you guys want to hear that,
Did that night.
Girl, not they, because I have
Yes.
footage.
It was not just me, sweetie. It was you as well.
Of Jatejah and Jametra in the middle of a college party.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that part. Next
That's
caller.
the same.
Yeah,
that was the
same
night I was
stuff,
talking
but
about.
Yeah.
That was because you had a lot going
but-
on, Miss Man, with your situation.
Yeah.
I had a lot going on with
what was I threw
situation.
some type of spice, I think.
All right,
No,
next
that wasn't the
caller.
same night.
Let's end this.
Yeah, before we
because-
venture out.
Right. We
Let
can
us
talk
know
about
what
this.
y'all want to hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Make sure you subscribe, you leave a rating and a review. You can follow me at Sotejah, SEAUXTEJAH. And don't forget to follow the podcast at Not That Complicated Pod.
Right. And you can follow me on Instagram at 2_Jametra, Jametra.
And you can follow me on all social media platforms at Moashco, MOASHCO. Get your life. Get your life. Come on over.
And this has been another episode of Not That Complicated. See you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.